Hello, good morning students. Today we will discuss some properties of parallelogram. Yesterday we already discussed different types of quadrilateral and their properties. And there are the five types, main are five types of the quadrilateral: parallelogram, rectangle, square and rhombus and trapezium. First is parallelogram. Yesterday we already discussed what is parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite side equal and parallel. Understand? And now we will discuss some properties of parallelogram. In parallelogram we know opposite sides are equal. We will prove it. Okay. Then so now first properties of parallelogram. Okay. So page number 139. Theorem number first theorem we will discuss. Okay. What is the theorem? Is that a diagonal of a parallelogram, a diagonal of a parallelogram, this symbol is parallelogram. A diagonal of parallelogram divide diagonal of a parallelogram divide it into two congruent triangle. Understand it? into it's what is this one? A diagonal of whose? A diagonal of parallelogram. Suppose it is a parallelogram A, B, C, T, and we have to prove that a diagonal, any diagonal. Suppose AC is diagonal. Divide into two triangle. Which type of triangle? Both are congruent. So we have to prove that these two triangle are congruent. So we have to prove that the diagonal of a quadrilateral, not a quadrilateral, a parallelogram. The diagonal of a parallelogram divide into two congruent triangles. So we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Understand it? And congruent property everyone know. In 7th chapter we already discussed. There are the five congruent properties: side, 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 angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle, side, angle, and RHS. Out of any one property out of these five, if you find in these two triangles, we can say that these two triangles are congruent. And congruent mean if two figures are congruent, they will cover each other completely. So now we will prove that it is a congruent. So what will we will write proof. Let ABCD is a parallelogram. Is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. Yes. And AC is diagonal. AC is diagonal of parallelogram. So now we have to prove that. We want to prove that these two triangles are congruent. And if we want to prove that two triangles are congruent, so we will take both triangles. Which one we want to prove these are congruent? So which one triangle? So write in triangle ABC and triangle. It is symbol of triangle. Triangle ACD. ACD. Now how we will prove that these are congruent? Understand it? So prove it. Yes, we know ABCD is already given parallelogram. Understand? ABCD is already a parallelogram. It means, and parallelogram means AB equal to. So it means AB equal to DC. Why? Opposite side of parallelogram. Because opposite side of parallelogram always equal. It means AB equal to DC. Next, in these two triangles, AD equal to BC also. Yes, AD equal to BC. Why? Opposite side of parallelogram. AD equal to BC is also, and AB equal to DC. Next is, in these two triangles we already proved that these two sides are equal. Third one is AC is common. AC equal to AC. What is why? They are common side. And if in two triangles all three sides or three corresponding sides are equal, we will say that these two triangles are congruent. So right, triangle ABC congruent is the symbol of congruent. Congruent to AB, not ACD. Always we will write in a order. AB. First, AB equal to which one? DC. Which means also we have to write DC. Next, A and D. Next is, otherwise you can write BC is here. BC and AD. Okay. BC and AD. We know BC is last two, so same as it is. AD is also last two. So it means it should be right CD. Understand it? Now AC, first and last. Same as it is AC, first and last. Understand? So it is a, these two triangles are congruent. Which one? A, B, C and C, D, A. Both triangles are congruent. And what we want to prove? This one, diagonal is always divided into two congruent triangle. You can understand it by an activity also. It is a parallelogram. Yes, parallelogram, and it's a diagonal. It cut into two congruent triangle. If these two triangles are congruent, it means they are cover each other completely. Yes. So I am taking both of the triangles separately. This one, it is a diagonal, it is a parallelogram. Yes, everyone know, and it is diagonal. So I cut this one into two diagonal, into triangle. Now we want to check they are congruent or not. Congruent means they will cover each other completely. Yes, look at, these are completely cover each other. It seems say only like a one triangle. It means these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. What is meaning of congruent? Two figures have same shape and same size. So you can take both of the same. So they are. So it means these two triangles are congruent. So it is the very important. Okay. The diagonal, always remember this one. This will come not in exam, but this one we will use. These theorems, this statement we will use in all questions. Okay. A diagonal of the parallelogram divide into two congruent triangles. Understand it? Understand or not? So first is this one. And if you know, if two triangles are congruent, corresponding parts are always equal. Corresponding parts mean AB first two. So AB equal to CD, BC equal to DA, and AC equal to CA. Otherwise, and in a congruent triangle, there are the six corresponding parts. Three are side, three are angle. If I ask you, angle B equal to which one equal to? Angle B equal to angle D. Why? Because angle B is middle. So what is here middle? Angle D. Because if these two triangles are congruent, then corresponding parts always, it means B in middle. So what is middle? D. So angle B equal to angle D. And everyone know also, in a parallelogram opposite angle is also equal. Yesterday I told you, in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. And now it's proof. First we proved that these two triangles are congruent, and if these two triangles are congruent, corresponding parts always equal. It means corresponding part B equal to D. So B equal to D. So it means opposite angle is always equal. Next is, if I ask you in this triangle, this angle equal to angle DCA. So in DCA, A is last. What is last here? C. So this one equal to this one. Yes, understand or not? So these two triangle are congruent. Understand it? Next theorem 8.2. What is 8.2? What is? So first theorem is the diagonal of the parallelogram always divided into two congruent triangle. Next is in a parallelogram opposite side are equal. Opposite side are equal. So how will you say that? In a parallelogram opposite sides are equal? Yes, we already proved that these two triangles are congruent, and if these two triangles are congruent in a parallelogram, it means corresponding parts is always equal. Okay, otherwise you can prove that a diagonal of a parallelogram divide into two congruent triangle. You can prove by another method also. What is? We know a parallelogram mean opposite side are parallel, and if it is these AB and DC are parallel and it is a transversal line. Transversal line mean alternate interior angle is always equal. It means this angle equal to this one. Yes, everyone know. Next is if AD parallel to BC, and we know, and this one AC, it is a transversal line. These two lines are parallel. Yes, in parallelogram. So this angle equal to this one. Why? Because alternate interior angle, which means this angle equal to this one. And we know angle, and this side is common. So it means by angle, side, angle, these two triangles are congruent. By this method also you can prove that it. And we know if it is a diagonal, and we already proved that these two triangles are congruent. What is? Triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA. We already proved it in first part. So now we have to show that in a parallelogram opposite side are equal. Yes, why not? If these two triangles are congruent, and if two triangles are congruent, then always corresponding parts are equal. And what we want to prove that? Opposite side are equal. It means we want to prove AB equal to DC. And we know these two triangles are congruent. If two triangles are congruent, corresponding part always equal. AB is first two, here is also first two, CD. So AB equal to CD by CP means corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Okay, so AB equal to this because these two triangles are congruent. Next we will observe it BC, last two. Here is also last two, DA. So BC equal to DA is also by CP. Because congruent we already proved it in first part. No need to show that again. First we will show that these two triangles are congruent. Okay. Any parallelogram, take its diagonal and prove that these two triangles are congruent. If two triangles are congruent, then corresponding parts. After this one we will write AB equal to CD by CP. And this one. So it means always remember. Now we already proved that in a parallelogram opposite side is always equal. So it is the first property of parallelogram. We already proved that. Why in a parallelogram opposite side are equal. Opposite side are equal. So always remember, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. Understand it? Next, theorems 8.3. This one will not will exam, only you have to remember this one. In a parallelogram, opposite side are equal, opposite angle are equal, diagonal bisect each other, all these property. Okay. Next is 8.3. 8.3 what is? If each pair of opposite sides, if each pair of opposite side, theorem number 8.3, if each pair of opposite side of a quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. We have to prove that if in any quadrilateral, we don't know it is a parallelogram or not, only it is given A, B, C, D is each pair of opposite side of quadrilateral is equal. Only it is A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. We don't know it is rectangle, it is rectangle or it is a square. We don't know, but we have to prove that then it is a parallelogram. What is given? Only each pair of opposite side of a quadrilateral is equal. It means AB equal to DC and AD equal to BC. Then we have to prove that it is a parallelogram. Understand or not? What is given? You understand are you understand statement? In the question is given A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral and opposite side are equal given. Then prove that it is a parallelogram. Prove that it is a parallelogram. Understand or not? So we have to prove that it is a parallelogram. And parallelogram, how will you prove that? Think. Yes. Yes. 8.1 theorem we already discussed. What is? In a parallelogram, a diagonal always divide into two congruent triangle. It means if in any quadrilateral, if these two triangles are equal, if these two triangles are congruent, it means it is a parallelogram. Understand or not? So now, so therefore we will prove that these two triangles are congruent, because in 8.1 theorem we already learned the diagonal of a parallelogram divide into congruent triangles. Okay, so next is the proof. To write AC is diagonal of quadrilateral. Okay, AC is the diagonal of this quadrilateral. And now in triangle ABC and triangle ADC. In triangle ABC and ADC. Okay. So now AB equal to DC. Why? It is given. It is a given in question because each pair of opposite side of a quadrilateral is equal. So each pair is equally given. Okay. Next is AD equal to BC. It is also given. Next, AC equal to common, and we know it means these two triangles are congruent, and if these two triangles are congruent, so it means it is a parallelogram. Why? Because in theorem 8.1 we already discussed a diagonal of parallelogram divide into two congruent triangles, and we already proved that these two triangles are congruent. It means it is a parallelogram. Okay, you write triangle ABC congruent to triangle ABC, triangle congruent to which one? AB equal to CD A. Okay, yes, okay, these are congruent, so it's mean then it is a, so these are congruent, and if it is, so therefore ABCD is a parallelogram. Understand it? Note down it. So always remember, from the theorem number 8.1 we discuss here what is in 8.1 and 8.2. It means if in any quadrilateral opposite side are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Here we proved that if each pair of opposite side is equal, then it is a parallelogram. So always remember, anyhow if you prove that opposite side are equal, then you can say that direct it is a parallelogram. Understand it or not? Otherwise, and if you prove that diagonal divide into two congruent triangles, then is also a parallelogram. Understand? And in 8.2 we proved that opposite sides are equal. Okay. So always remember, from 8.2 and 8.3 theorems what we discussed. In 8.2 theorems, what is? If ABCD is a parallelogram, if it is parallelogram, then opposite side are always equal. If it is ABCD is a parallelogram, then opposite side are equal. In 8.3, if in any parallelogram opposite side are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So both are the opposite of each other. 8.2 and 8.3. What is meaning? If opposite side are equal, then it is a parallelogram. If any parallelogram, if ABCD is a parallelogram, then opposite side are equal. So always remember this one. Only you have to remember these property. No need to its proof. Okay. So always remember, if opposite side are equal in any quadrilateral, then it is always a parallelogram. So it means if you want to prove that any quadrilateral, suppose it is a quadrilateral, yes. It is a quadrilateral, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and you want to prove that it is a parallelogram. What we will do? We will show that opposite side are equal. This one equal to this one, this one equal to this one. Then we will say that it is a parallelogram. Understand? Next is some more properties of this one. 8.4. 8.4. In parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. In parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Always remember, in parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Why? Only why? Because we know if ABCD is a parallelogram, everyone know. If ABCD is a parallelogram and diagonal of parallelogram always divide into two congruent triangle. We already proved that. So it means everyone know triangle ABC congruent to ABC congruent to triangle. Which one? Triangle CDA. Everyone know, in first part we already proved. These two triangles are congruent. If triangles are congruent, then corresponding parts are equal. It means B in middle, D in middle. So it means angle B equal to angle D. So it means in a parallelogram, opposite angles are always equal. So remember this one also. In parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are equal. And also, if in any quadrilateral, one pair, each pair of opposite side are equal, we can say that it is a parallelogram. Okay. So next is 8.5. 8.5. is opposite of 8.5. Here we will say that in parallelogram opposite side and opposite angles are equal. Anyhow, if I say you A, B, C, D is a parallelogram, so no need to prove that. You can say that angle B equal to D and angle A equal to angle C. And 8.5 what is? In a quadrilateral, each pair of opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. It is the opposite of this one. What is? If in any quadrilateral A, B, C, in any quadrilateral, if you say angle B equal to angle D and angle A equal to angle C, so directly you can say that it is a parallelogram. So both are opposite to each other. So it means if ABCD is a parallelogram, then opposite angle are equal. And if in a quadrilateral opposite angle are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Are you understand or not why they are opposite each other? Here is, if it is if ABCD is a parallelogram, then opposite angles are equal. Now opposite. If in a quadrilateral opposite angle are equal, then it is a quadrilateral. Okay. So now note down it also. And next, note down fast. 8.6. These are property of parallelogram. The diagonal of parallelogram. The diagonals of parallelograms bisect each other. We have to prove that the diagonals of any parallelogram bisect each other. So suppose ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. And diagonal bisect mean divide into, by mean two, sect mean divide into two equal part. Understand or not? So always remember the diagonal of by, it means it is O. It means AO equal to OC. AO equal to OC, and second is BO equal to OD. BO equal to OD. It is the theorem 8.6. Understand it or not? So these are two congruent. So it means always remember if ABCD is a diagonal, if ABCD is a parallelogram, then diagonal is always a bisect. Okay. Its proof also you can remember. It means we want to prove that A equal to OC. So it means first we have to prove that this triangle and this triangle are congruent. Yes, how will you prove that congruent? We know ABCD is a parallelogram. It means this angle equal to this one. Yes, everyone know. And AD equal to BC, everyone know. We know. Yes, and this angle equal to this one, and this angle equal to this one. It means angle side angle. So it means this triangle and this triangle are congruent. And if these two triangles are congruent, corresponding parts are equal. It means OD equal to OB, OA equal to OC. Only that you can remember. If ABCD is a parallelogram, then diagonal always bisect. Only remember. Now 8.7 is opposite of this one. What is? In a quadrilateral, if in any quadrilateral, if diagonals are bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. Anyhow, if you show that A, B, C, D, J, any quadrilateral. We don't know what type. And but if diagonals are bisect, suppose if diagonals are bisect mean OD equal to OB, AO equal to OC. If diagonals bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. These are also opposite to each other. Why they are opposite? Because look at, first is the diagonals of parallelogram. If any parallelogram we have given A, B, C, D, J parallelogram, then always remember diagonal always bisect. They are equal. And second, if any quadrilateral, anyhow you prove that in any quadrilateral diagonals are bisect each other, so it means it is a parallelogram. Only remember. So there are 6 properties. First is, I am revising its one. So listen me carefully. What is? If first property, in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. First is opposite sides are equal. Now opposite of this one, if in any quadrilateral opposite side are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Understand? So always remember, if you want to prove that any quadrilateral is a parallelogram, what we will prove that opposite side are equal. Third is, in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Now opposite of this one, formula number 4. If in any quadrilateral opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Opposite. Now 6. In a parallelogram always diagonal bisect and its opposite. If in any quadrilateral, anyhow if you prove it, the diagonals are bisect each other, it means it is a parallelogram. Understand? So remember this one, these 3 property, and note down, very important this one. You have to remember this one. Okay? In next class we will start our exercise. This may be some lengthy videos, but don't worry, it is only the basics. Okay? We already discussed. From the last 3 days, same things we are discussing. So you have to remember, in parallelogram opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and diagonal bisect each other. These 3 property of parallelogram. And this opposite of these 3, if in any quadrilateral either opposite side are equal, or opposite angle are equal, or diagonal bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.